Wake Me Up When September Ends. I'm going to try and play along on acoustic with the whole thing, and then at about 5 minutes, I'll start explaining kind of what I'm doing. Here we go. Wish me luck. Okay, so a lot to talk about. We are at about 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So the whole intro part, which is, man, probably 80% of the song, is this thingy. Believe it or not, it's a variation of a G. So I'm playing the 4th string 5th. And yes, that's the same note as the 3rd string open. You get this cool doubled effect, and then your index finger should be on the second string third. The chords are just this. So just that fourth string descends. Then this note needs to go down to the second fret. I chose to do this fingering and then do like a shift, if that makes sense. So there's kind of a shift that goes on. So it's, if I were a bigger man, I might do this. That's really awkward, but then it works out really well when you get to this point. Oops. So I choose to do this. I'd rather do that little shift than deal with these fingers. Ugh. Then the real song does a bar chord here where it goes C bar. And I usually do a bar with my pinky. So you could do the third finger. You could even do all these fingers if you don't want a bar at all. This is technically a better fingering because then you can get the high string. My first finger is barring that first string. But because I'm not picking the first string in this case, I just do the pinky bar, and I'm not going to ever pick that first string because we don't want this fret. It's a C13 or a C6. It sounds nice, but not what we want. So at this point it does a bar because he goes, he hits both those notes. But I discovered a great cheater way, because again, apparently I'm not much of a man. No, I just like things to be easy. So basically, if you just use your pinky on that second string fifth, that's nice because it's major to minor. Again, I'm pretty sure that's how he does it. That's the better way. If I was recording, I'd probably do that maybe, but this is just so much friendlier. And all we're giving up is that versus this. So, wake me up when September ends. And that's just a G, if you listen and watch carefully. These two fingers don't make any difference because, again, I'm not picking those strings. So it does that, then it cycles again. And the second time it goes. Technically call it a G over F sharp. And then it goes to E minor. Then B minor. Not our favorite chord, but again, I'm not actually doing a full bar because I don't pick that high string. That's one of the big deals with B minors. Usually you're trying to get that high note, but so E minor, B minor, C. You could go to the regular C. I think I probably did that. And then the G. I think I went. This again. So I think that's all those parts. It really just kind of cycles there. The solo's pretty cool. That's going to be a G chord up here, kind of sort of, but you're only using these two strings, so I can use these fingers. It's the second string 8th and the first string 7th. Then the 8 drops to a 7. I like to bar, but you wouldn't have to. You could do two fingers. So here's a solo. Then just slide up to the 8. And add your pinky on the 10th fret of the first string. Oh, hello speaker. So that's 8, 10, 7, 10. And here's the second half of the solo. And then I end the solo by hitting the third string open and the second string 8th. Now the minute I hit that note on the lead solo part, the other acoustic rhythm does come in and overlaps doing this. You might notice in the recording I was just holding this. I just took a